for one of the biggest wins of his career. He will get a match start at double 12. And Jules van Dongen has done it. That is an astonishing victory for the USA #1.
It's a dream come true, you know. Windmill for us the biggest company in the States, I think, and yeah, looking forward to getting a new dart that really works for me, and just to elevate my game with you guys and see where it takes me. Something I struggle with now with just a pure straight barrel is that the placement of the hand on the barrel has to be the same every time, and right now it's sometimes a little bit more on the front, a little on the back. So yeah, a little bit more grip, a little bit more of a grip pattern on the dart where really my thumb sits in the dart, and yeah, just really make it to where it's molded to my hand, you know, where it works for me. I think I'm transitioning from being an aimer to a thrower, speeding up a little bit more to make it more natural, rather than when you aim and you slow down a bit, and if you're tense, that can create you know, missed darts.
This is a good response. Just having a look to see what penhole was on. Still went for the treble 13. Now check, tick, a big tick. 12 darter, started with a 180, finished with a 123 checkout, best leg of the match.
I think North American darts in general is at a high standard right now. I think the last two events I played in the CDC, I lost with a 99 average and a 96. So the standard is very high. Just the problem we have in North America is that we all have to travel quite a bit to get to each other. But with the CDC, I mean, it's proven that it's a stepping stone towards the PDC, and I think in the next couple of years you'll see a lot more North American players on the tour. And the standard is so high, you'll never get an easy round there. And but it's closing. It's similar in feel. I mean, the nerves, the tension is there either way. When I was an amateur player, I decided if I ever have the opportunity, I want to represent the United States. My wife is American, so yeah, I even think in English. I don't think in Dutch anymore. So yeah, I feel quite American. For instance, Stoban's doing well on the Grand Slam, and someone like me and Baggage being on the tour, we're being an inspiration for a lot of players, and we see more and more players pick up steel darts rather than soft tip. With the PDC obviously only being steel tip, that's where you want to be, is steel tip darts. On the soft tip side, they already have an ESPN event, so it's being broadcasted once a year. We can already see with the World Series in New York, it's been a huge success, good attendance, and yeah, it was a great event. The upper part of it in steel, it's a smaller amount of people, and in soft tip there's so many players in the state that only play soft tip that are very good. They don't play steel, so that's a little bit of the difference. It's mostly cricket in soft tip. Something I had to learn. It took a little bit, but there's a lot of strategy to the game. Americans tend to point a lot, and to where I feel the European players are more aggressive and closing numbers. It's a fun game. It's also a good practice game for my steel as well, just to get all over the board. But yeah, I think it doesn't harm my game going back and forth. I actually enjoy the two different games, and not only being repetitive and always do the same and only play steel. I think it doesn't affect my game at all. Yeah, thanks for having me.